What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have another cleaning video. We're cleaning the Dr. Dabber Switch 2 today. And I know what you're thinking. Back-to-back cleaning videos. Man, Stoner, you really know how to make engaging cannabis content.
So boring.
And you know, I get it. This isn't going to be the most engaging, exciting video, but I think it's necessary. There's a real lack of cleaning and maintenance videos, I think, on YouTube. You know, there's a bunch of channels with unboxing or review videos for different cannabis devices, you know, asking you to use their discount code. My channel's one of them. So, but I also thought, you know, that's where that ends. Not a lot of channels have follow-up videos for maintaining and cleaning the device. So that's what we're set out to do, because while Dr. Dabber does have instructions on how to clean this, it's in Word format, right? I'm more of a visual learner, and so they're not even long directions, but it took me a minute because every time I just kind of zoned out, like, man, I'm not comprehending anything, and that explains how I graduated high school with a D average.
I'm not a smart man.
But enough about talking. Let's get to cleaning. So let's start out with what we'll need. This is at least what I'm using. I'll go over the necessary stuff first. Isopropyl alcohol. I'm using 99. You're more than welcome to use 91%. Anything else like 70%, don't use. Use at least 91, and that's going to be found in your local drugstore, Walmart, grocery store, wherever. Or you can go on Amazon and buy 99, because I couldn't find 99% where I lived in any retail store. Next, and this is specifically for the Switch, I would recommend some sort of dish soap. I can't talk. And so Dawn dish soap, that's fine. We'll get into why we need that in a little bit. Q-tips, plenty of Q-tips. I'm using specifically Glob Mops. And regular Q-tips are fine. You know, CVS, generic Q-tips. I just use these. I like these a lot better. It's more expensive, but it's higher quality. The cotton is more condensed, so I find when cleaning, you know, it's sticky. And some of with generic Q-tips, they'll just kind of fray and get all over the device and stick to it. So it's just a way to kind of avoid extra cleaning when you are cleaning. And then next, what do we have? We have an oral syringe. You don't have to use this, but makes life a lot easier with cleaning, as you'll see later in the video. These I got off Amazon, 5-pack, $5. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to pick any of these up. There'll be my Amazon affiliate links. I have yet to make a sale, so just know if you click on those links, you'll be helping me out a bit. Bristles. These are optional. You don't have to use these. I just bring them along with any cleaning just in case, so I'm not trying to go back and forth to get more stuff that I don't have in front of me. This is also optional, is a tweezers. This is the tweezers from the original Dr. Dabber Switch. The Switch 2 tweezers, they're just more generic, and honestly, I don't know where I put them. And I like these a lot better anyways. Again, these are optional. I'll get into it. And then other optional liquids that you might need. Dark glass crystal cleaner. Dark crystal glass cleaner. Dyslexic there. We'll get into why this is optional later on in the video. As well as white vinegar, 100% distilled white vinegar. Again, optional, but you might need that. This I just picked up. Local grocery store. And let's get into cleaning the Switch. We're almost 5 minutes in. We haven't even gotten to that point. So let's first take out the glass piece. You don't want to pull from the top like I was just about to do.
Don't do that.
You want to push from the bottom. So we will do that. And we will empty out that water. And we'll just put that to the side for now. Actually, yeah, I guess we could just clean that first, right? So, this is the isopropyl alcohol. I'm just going to suck it up with my syringe. Takes a minute because it's got a crappy small opening. But it's a lot easier. You don't have to waste isopropyl alcohol. Or you could use like a funnel. I could have used the funnel that I have from my bomb e-rig. Just something so you're not just pouring out extra ISO. Because I go through a lot. I buy like a 12-pack off Amazon. I don't know how long it lasts me. 2-3 months. Depends if I'm, want to use a bunch of different devices and glass that I haven't used in a while. Or how lazy I am with cleaning. Whoops. So for example, I want to get the switch to all nice and dirty. So I think I did about 3.5 grams of concentrate total. Never cleaned out the water either. Probably it's been a little over a week and a half, I'd say, of just buildup and using it. So your mileage may vary on how dirty it gets. I don't like to get my devices dirty at all. I like them to keep them as clean as possible, especially nice ones, top tier devices like the Switch 2. So we're just going to shake this up. And this is very easy. The whole device is pretty easy. There are some do's and don'ts that I'm going to go over. But it shouldn't take very long to clean. So as you can tell, that's good to go. Let's dump that out. Now, if you're like me, and sometimes you're lazy, don't feel like cleaning your devices as often, and you have a bunch of water that's just been sitting in here for a week, and if you use tap water, you might have some mineral buildup, right? And how you'll know is even after it's cleaned and dried, there'll still be, it might look a little foggy, not as clear. You might see a little speckle stains in there. And that's just dried hard mineral. That's residue that's left on the inside of your glass. So what you can do is take the distilled white vinegar after you do the isopropyl alcohol, after you clean it out with that. And you'll just want to do the same thing. You want to put a little bit in the glass piece. And you'll just want to shake it up like you did with the ISO. So let's do that. Probably put a little bit more in, but this didn't look that bad, so I'm just kind of doing this as an example, if anything. And then you want to pour that out. I'm doing it over the sink. Let me swivel so you can see the exciting washing off of the glass piece. Very exciting stuff. And again, like I said, you don't have to do exactly, how I'm cleaning it. I'm just showing off how I clean my devices because, again, I'm more of a visual learner. And, there are some questions that I had that, weren't on the basic directions for Dr. Dabber on how to clean it. So I'll just dry this off real quick, set aside, let it air dry. No big deal. Look at any remaining water. And yeah, that is clean. So let's get into the main part of the unit, the more maybe tricky part. So first, this cap comes off, very easy. It can pop out the glass piece. I just kind of push it down. Comes right out. Don't need that anymore. And I will just let that soak for a little bit in the ISO. Don't leave it too long, but just let it soak while we're in the middle of cleaning. And so now this part pops up just like that. And you can see I got a little bit of concentrate on here. which is good for showing an example of cleaning that part. But this pops up. You can see it's all sticky. Let me know how yours is. Is yours worse than mine? Is it cleaner than mine? Again, I'll let this go a little bit too longer than I would have. And this is about 3 grams worth of use of concentrate in between cleanings. So this silicone part, I believe it's silicone, also pops up. Can be a little bit tricky to get out, especially with concentrate, makes it stickier. Not too bad. So put that in the ISO for now. Hey, get two glasses and have them look almost identical with the liquid, not get confused. All right, we'll put that to the side. Now we want to clean the quartz cup. Again, you don't have to use tweezers. It should just come out. If it's a little bit stuck on the Dr. Dabber app, they have kind of like a cleaning low heat mode that will warm up the chamber a little bit, so it's easier to pull out. I can't demonstrate that because I am recording on my phone that has the app on it. So we're just going to use tweezers, just a way so we don't get our hands all sticky, which are already a little bit sticky. So just going to pull that up. That's what it looks like. Not bad, honestly. As long as you keep cleaning the chamber in between dabs, it shouldn't be a big deal to clean once you need to. Now, and I haven't had this issue with this device, but I've only had it for a little over a month. Sometimes there can be, when you're dabbing, they're chazzing, either in an atomizer. I gave an example with the bomb cleaning, the bomb Cycloud. It was chazzed, and with quartz cups or bangers, if concentrate gets superheated, and it'll get burnt on the bottom, the sides, and so after hours of soaking in isopropyl alcohol, it's still on there. That's where the dark crystal glass cleaner comes in. And all the directions are in here. I'm not going to go over it. I went over it with the bomb video, so you can watch that video if you're interested. And you'll clean it that way. But it doesn't look like we have any chaz on here, so we're just going to drop that into the ISO and let that soak. So now we need to clean all up in there. You can just kind of see around the sides. So we're just going to take our Q-tip, dip it in ISO, and start going to town. It's all in here. Huh. Looked worse than it actually was. I don't know. Didn't pick up that much. Maybe it wasn't that bad. All right, not that bad. You will need to get in here. Now you can see, yeah, it's all sticky. That's where maybe a bristle brush might be handy. Get a bristle. I can't talk, dude. Words are hard. Bristle brush. Get in there. You could use a Q-tip too. I think these ones, the Glob Mops, are a little bit too much of a thick boy to fit in there. Oh, there we go. Up a little bit. Let's keep going. And get up in here. It shouldn't be that bad in the little chamber here. Yeah, not bad at all. And you can totally clean. This is silicone, so you can totally clean it with ISO. Just be careful. This is where the Dawn dish soap comes in. Don't get any isopropyl alcohol. Dude, let's try and make it through. Talking properly. On the outside. So you can see it's a little dirty there. Don't use isopropyl alcohol because that will take off the finish. For some reason, I don't know why Dr. Dabber used a finish that is susceptible to damage when using isopropyl alcohol, the main cleaning ingredient in dab rigs. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just telling you what they told me, what Dr. Dabber told me. And same with this. And we'll get into that. So just clean it off. And it's just gonna like leave a mark, like a smudge. So it's not gonna like break the device, but it's just gonna make it look a little fucky, is all. All right. So now, with cleaning the outside of the Switch 2 as well as this aluminum top, you can see I did a test where it makes a mark. I'll even show you on the bottom here where it doesn't really matter. Scrub, 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 scrub. Black. So on that side, scrub, 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 scrub. Black. So no ISO on this. But we will use some Dawn soap. I'm tired of saying dish. Holy shit. So I've already put some in here with some warm water. I just poured it out of here. This is what I have, what the wife buys. So that's what we're using. And just with a little bit of water, polish it up, clean it up. Might take a little bit more elbow grease, but it is what it is. Yeah, see what I mean? All right. Don't know why they decided to use that material. Make life harder. One of the few drawbacks of the Switch 2, I'd say, is this cleaning part. But the Switch 2 also works like a champ, so it can't really be something I'm like, oh man, I totally would have passed on this. Yeah, it's getting there. I don't know the exact ratio of the soap to water. I just poured a little in of each. So I might skip through this part or, fast forward the scrubbing part because I'm not trying to have dead air, but I don't know what else to say to you guys. Leave a comment if you have your own tips in cleaning methods that I didn't cover. Something you do to help clean your device. It's getting there. We're going to say good enough. We know, yeah, you know what to do. And then same with the base unit. You're just going to get a little soapy water. Not too much because you want to be careful not to get any soapy water in the USB port. So just keep that in mind. And just scrub, 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 polish it up. Go around, under, in between, and here. How's it looking? Just a little bit. So yeah, also do your best to, obviously avoid getting some sort of concentrate on the sides, but it's inevitable. I was careful and I still got a little bit. But not too bad. I gotta do this side. And more dish soap. I'm surprised I haven't accidentally dipped into the isopropyl alcohol. Or maybe I did, and when I watch this back, I'll be like, well, I fucked up. We'll see. We will see. All right, yeah, that looks a lot better. There we go. And this, I'm sure I could really get into the nitty gritty, like right there, but again, I'm just demonstrating, and we're going to go with good enough, and I will finish cleaning that up off the video, because this is already 20 minutes long of a cleaning video. How exciting. How many people are still here? All right, so now let's get back into cleaning the rest of the stuff that's been soaking in the ISO. Now, these should be already pretty clean. Again, bristle brush, get in between the grooves here. Just make sure any sort of reclaim and stickiness is off of that. Just gonna dry that off real quick after running it underwater. And we're gonna do the same with all the other things. Just bristle brush, get in there, scrub, scrub, scrub. Again, I'm just going quick, but you can be more thorough, but it's really not that bad. These pieces are not that bad. Just rinse that underwater. Next is the carb cap. And I don't think this even needs a little bit of a scrub. I'm just going to rinse that underwater right now. And last, and definitely not least, probably the most important part, is your quartz cup. I'm just going to scrub, scrub, scrub it a bit. Looks pretty good already, though. Again, you keep this well maintained, and you should not need to buy any more accessories for the Switch unless you wanted to customize it. Like with atomizers, with other e-rigs, they have to replace eventually. I've been rocking my atomizer and my Peak Pro for almost 2 years. I'm sure it doesn't hit as well as it used to, but it's still going strong because I don't want to have to pay another $7,500 or something for a unit that I already paid over $400 for. And so with this, you keep this well maintained, you should never need to replace this. And that's one of the awesome things about the Dr. Dabber Switch. As you know, that's why you have one, and you want to, clean and maintain it yourself. And so we're just going to let these dry. Probably just going to pause it here, let them air dry for a minute, and then we'll be back to reassemble. So just a moment, guys. And we're back with the conclusion of cleaning our Dr. Dabber Switch 2. Everything is now dried and ready to be put back together. So first, it doesn't really matter where you start. I'm going to start here. I'll put this silicone piece right back. You kind of want to line it up with the little indent, whatever. And just kind of want to work it in, push it in. There you go. Boom, done. I could have cleaned this a little bit more, but you can do that if you want to. I think some of this is the leftover from, see, that's the kind of markup it will be if you use isopropyl alcohol on here. So just don't do that. You'll be fine. And then next, the little carb cap, easy peasy, just push it in. The quartz cup just drops right in, goes down on its own. Boom. And just put the top back on. The glass piece fits right back in. Slide down. And boom. You are ready to go again. And also, real quick, Dr. Dabber Hot Knife comes with the Switch too. I don't really clean it, but for whatever reason, if you want to, all I do is you know, since I'm in the middle of cleaning, I'll just turn it on and dump it ever so carefully in the ISO. Don't totally submerge it. And there you go. Maybe just wipe it down. For this example, I'll use a Q-tip. And boom, now your hot knife is all clean again. And yeah, guys, that is the video. Again, I know it's not the most interesting, but if you've gotten this far, you know, thank you. Thanks for checking me out. Leave a comment if you have any further questions about cleaning the Switch 2 or about life in general. I don't know. I'll try to answer it. I don't know if I have most of the answers myself. But yeah, we will catch you in the next video, guys. Like, subscribe, share, comment. I think I already said that. And we'll catch you in the next video. Bye.